That's it.
Stop
a good
spreading those rumors around. Stop spreading the lie. It ain't no lie. John Z is back.
It ain't no lie.
Just like Tony and Damon told you, I'm here for both shows. All three
Tell
shows
me
this
why.
week.
Here we go.
Fantastic.
Tell me
nothing
why.
but a heartache.
This
Tell
is why
me
we get
why.
canceled on Facebook
Ain't
right
nothing but a mistake.
Tell me why.
I never want to hear you say
we want Facebook back.
it that way. Boom.
Well, okay.
Damon is so blessed.
I just want to, man. I just was trying to remix it to try to get our
Because
Facebook
with
back,
our
man.
beautiful voices, he is correct.
We keep getting every time we book a damn music guest that we get red flags and copyrights. We'll start singing our own damn music.
Well,
we don't need
you can't copyright them vocal cords.
Yeah,
baby.
you can't copyright this. There was a guy around here. His name's Charlie Jones, and he had the best radio show ever. It was Mellow Tones with Charlie Jones.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Oh, I love it, dude.
Gotta respect the jazz flute. Gotta respect the jazz flute.
The jazz flute. Hell yeah.
Oh, boy.
Then he became owner of Big Time Sports and became a douche.
You heard it here first. Second,
Charlie.
Charlie was a douche.
I think I did say it to his face. I think I did say it to his face once, so I'm all right.
Oh.
Well, we were at a high school football tournament, and he had TV and we had radio, and it was at a school that did not have adequate. He comes up there and thought just because he's TV that he had first rights over everything. He thought we all had to just stay out of his way, and he was like, "I paid $300 for this. You guys paid $40 for your radio."
Well,
I just looked at him and I was like, "Sounds like you're in the wrong business, bub. Maybe you should just quit."
Maybe you should just switch back to radio.
Everybody in this, I earned some respect that night in local media because everybody wanted to tell this dude to just shove it up his ass. Take your mellow tones and take your shove them up your derriere. And I was like, you know what? This is probably one of my last games ever. I'm just gonna tell him.
I was just like,
dude. Sounds like you're in the wrong business, bud. And I was like, radio, it's only $40. That sucks. You paid that much for that shitty of a view.
Yes.
And he was just like, and everybody in the booth was like,
shut your mouth, man. Shut your mouth.
Everybody went back to typing their. I'm like, hey, the game hasn't started yet. Don't start typing your fucking story of this high school game. Like,
Tony said the quiet part. Tony said the quiet part.
Yeah. And I remember the guy I was in the broadcast with, he was just like, easy. I was like, nah, fuck him. And I definitely said it loud enough where it could be heard. My 7th grade football coach was on his staff, and he was a big douchebag too. Then he found out that I did social media, and he's like, "Hey, Tony, I remember me. I'm Troy." And I was like, "Yeah, my least favorite football coach. How you doing, man?" I was like, "Don't come in now. No. Like, I didn't like you then. I definitely don't like you now. If I didn't like you as a 7th grader, desperate for friends, I definitely don't need you now when I got some real ones. Fuck you." Well,
yes.
That's
home
our
home run, baby, from the new guy picked up.
We opened up on Tony personal time. That's awesome. How are you guys doing?
On brighter news, I just got a home run in fantasy.
What?
With the new guy picked up today.
Hey! Let's go. Love it.
Because I am desperately behind. Desperately.
Yeah, I'm bad. Yeah. I think you're the only person worse than me in that league.
And that's by at least 30 wins, probably.
Yeah, Dude Network is not having a good representation in this fantasy baseball league.
Probably never getting invited back.
Yeah. The heck y'all guys doing, man? Y'all got,
man.
Y'all got to do better.
I did get a win, though. I did get a win. I got some strikeouts today. I got a win. Oh, I had the Reds pitcher that beat your Dodgers.
Damn.
My Dodgers. I don't fucking like the Dodgers.
Oh, yeah, you hate the Dodgers. My bad.
Dang it.
But my Guardians are beating that little bare ass of the
No.
in LA. In LA. We came out to
Ugh.
Anaheim, whatever fucking town they're technically in.
Yeah.
They're the
Cal Anaheim.
California Anaheim Angels of Los Angeles.
They're the Los Angeles Angels of Anaheim.
Okay.
Yeah.
Shows you how much I watch baseball.
No, I'm pretty sure it was the California
They're
Angels
still the
of
LA
Anaheim.
Angels, but they're in.
Do you know why they moved to LA?
Because Anaheim sucks, and who the fuck?
Because
would
the
have a
Dodgers
good
suck
team
so
in
bad they had to bring a good team in.
That's true. Dodgers were really bad for a long time. Now they just overpay for everything. It's ridiculous.
Yeah, they're like the Yankees of the West. Fuck them, dude. I hate the Dodgers.
I hate the Yankees, and I'm learning to
Me
hate
too.
the Dodgers.
Me too. It sucked.
But we don't.
Them,
and I guess the Guardians, we don't like the only time we don't really give two shits about many National League teams because the only time they're ever a worry is like World Series. Like, because unlike football, in the interleague series, it's like 3 games out of like 162 of a season. So like it doesn't affect it a whole lot, even if you get swept, you can bounce back easily.
Oh yeah.
So in baseball, like those are like just glorified exhibition games, really. They have no implication, and you're only going to face that team in the World Series. So we don't really care much about the Dodgers because this is a Guardians town.
Right. Well, see, I grew up an Angels fan. My number always Angels fan. I used to watch Angels games with my grandpa all the time. Even though he was a Dodgers fan, I think he just raised me to like the Angels so he'd have someone to talk crap with. But when I moved up to Northern California, it was really hard to watch Angels games, and all my friends were Giants fans, so I came to love the Giants.
Mm-hmm.
And let me tell you, my buddy threw a Dodgers home run ball that he caught back onto the field at Giant Stadium. Like, that's how much we hate the Dodgers.
Yeah. Well, you know what? So fun story.
There was a little regret after that for sure because it was still a home run ball for a major league player, but it was the entire crowd. All you could hear for like miles in San Francisco was throw it back. And he got caught up in the moment, and it was, bro, he was a freaking hero. It was pretty magical.
Jeez, man.
So, fun fact, in the American League, you get kicked out of the game for throwing the ball back.
Yep, absolutely.
In the National League, it's not.
Yep.
It's like the one rule that's still different in baseball between the two leagues.
It
used to be DH. It used to be DH, but now everybody gets the DH. So that's literally the only rule.
It's a big insult. It's like saying like we don't count it. Like you
right. Yeah, I can get that. Yeah, I can get down with that.
But
it's time for me to make another trip to a stadium.
Oh, dude, I love.
Well, I'm taking.
See, my wife wants to go to football, which they're cool, but they're just loud, and football fans are obnoxious sometimes.
Dang, you guys ever come up here, man? During the summer months, we got the Akron Rubber Ducks, fun AA stadium of the.
I love.
Yeah, it's the Guardians, and all their future players play there because the facilities are really nice. Micro beer heaven, foodie heaven. Like
nice.
Dude. Every foodie stand has a different craft beer. So like you can go stand to stand and look at the beer menu. Like they take, at least it used to be that way last time I went, which is a long time ago.
I know it was some more nuts.
But also Guardians normally don't have much attendance, and so that is also another nice place to go. And
the real Guardians
cheaply, yeah, you can go up there $20. You can get a ticket.
See, you used to be able to do that with the Dodgers. The Giants. They would. I got used to burying the Dodgers, but the Giants. There was a while they would do it off like someone's points or something like the ERA of one of the guys or something. And dude, you could catch games for like super cheap in these certain bleacher seats, bro. Which I will argue because I've sat in different spots in that stadium, and like the Raiders, I don't know if you guys know, like it's well known. They have a certain section behind their goal line that's called the black hole, and it's like legendary, dude. Like people get hurt there. It's insane, and it's all like lawyers, doctors, like company owners, because they're like $200,000 season tickets because it's that famous. Well,
Jeez,
there's
man.
this spot at Giant Stadium where there's these orange bleacher seats, and I used to call it the Orange Pit, and it's like where diehards are. It's like the black hole of the Raiders, but for the Giants. It's like, and it's, dude, like that's where the home runs are coming from, all the righties.
Damn. Yeah, we got a summer league right here in town, and matter of fact, it's a year or two now. They were named a different team, and and they moved stadiums. They built a new stadium and changed the name to the most stupidest name ever. But it's
Well,
the
that's
Can't
Florence
be
Flamingo.
worse than it's not worse than
No,
the Y'alls.
it's the Florence Flamingos. There's not a freaking flamingo in Florence.
It's
well,
better
we're
than
the
the
Akron
Y'alls.
Rubber Ducks, dude. The Akron Rubber Ducks.
I'd rather be called a rubber duck than a damn flamingo.
Well,
Nah,
But I
bro,
mean, they do
flamingos
play
are
good.
It
tight,
gives you
dude.
some cool colors though to play with.
They do.
Hey,
They
dude,
do have some tight.
do you know
work.
why
That
flamingos are?
pink and black works pretty good for them.
That pink and black is a fire color.
Hey, and here's the thing. You know why flamingos are pink?
Sure.
Because they eat a lot of bloody vagina.
No.
That was not good.
Yeah, I don't think it should have been like that.
I think we might have to edit that one out.
But
why is the okay?
Because of all the crustaceans they
Serious answers only going forward. Why is that flamingo?
Because of all like the crustaceans they eat. All the crawdads and all the stuff
you
that's
are
red.
what you eat. I'm
Right.
not too far
Same
off.
thing. Yeah.
They're flamingos are born white.
That's what we say. They're white.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, it's like channel catfish change colors whenever they're eating in the spring and they get on that early shad run and they just eat nothing but shad. They get like a more of a yellow, but their bellies get red from all the shad they're eating. Like they get like a little red on the tips of all their fins and on their bellies. They got like a reddish tone. And it's only in the early spring when they eat a bunch of fresh shad, at least in this local lake here. Yeah, and they stink. Oh God, I don't want to eat those channel cats. They eat so much shad, they just smell, dude.
The only thing I know shad for is striper bait, bro, and it's
shad's good, but that's just it's just what they feed on
to eat.
It's good bait. It just stinks. It's a stinky ass bait.
That's what I mean. It's like
you cut into and black. You cut into and like black shit comes out, dude. Like it's like yuck. It's not a.
It's their guts.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I've gutted a lot of fish, and I never.
But shad's this big, so it's all contained.
Spitting out a lot of black. Anything black coming out of a live animal is not good. You cut into us, you ain't shitting on anything.
Yeah,
black.
but shad's not eating other fish; they're eating bugs and sucking up stuff out of the mud.
Johnsy, stop making sense. I don't want to hear it.
I'm just saying they're not swimming out eating fish. They're eating like bugs and creatures, dude. You are what you eat.
Be a better organism. But I'm just saying though, from what they eat butthole flavored microorganisms apparently, because that then transfers to the channel cats, and you don't want to eat them channel cats.
That's the name of this show.
But here's the thing: is you say
dudes after party
the fish eating. Well, that's what I'm gonna say. You saying the fish that eat like butthole juice and stuff. Everybody loves tilapia. Guess what they are? They eat all the damn poop out of the damn hatcheries and stuff.
I'm not one of them people.
I'm not either, but I'm just saying it is a lot of people that eat tilapia.
Fun fact: tilapia is one of the best fish to use for aquaponics.
That's what I was going to say because they do.
Oh, it's also really good for gardening too. Go ahead, Damon.
Yeah. No, I was going to say they use them here at the lake that we live on. They put tilapia in to help what Johnsy was saying.
The environment,
right. And at the same time, they spawn so quick.
Oh, like rabbits.
The bass will eat the babies.
Yep.
and hard, make the bigger bass of
It's
it
a
in the
good,
lake.
they're very good ecosystem fish.
Yeah.
Yeah, and they don't really take the food away.
That's right.
Nope.
Anything else? Right.
The ones like that's why they're so good for aquaponics, which is you're using the fish like you can literally grow them. You can have them in the tank that you're growing the food in
Mm-hmm.
because they'll just eat all the sediments and bugs and stuff
Yep.
by the roots coming down from the soil, and then their excrement nutrients puts nutrients into the water, which then the plants feed on, and it's a completely symbiotic relationship, dude.
The
It's that's
whole
badass, dude. That's
circle of
badass.
life. The
Right.
circle of life. So yeah,
And
I thought old boy was crazy.
you can eat the tilapia like regularly without ever affecting your garden because they reproduce so quickly.
Well, I
Yep.
think like in organic crop farming, which is a big fad, that is like tilapia is something that farmers are starting to throw as a cover crop,
Mm-hmm.
like for fertilizer, as an
I
all natural
believe it.
fertilizer. They chop it up and they put it in their spreaders and they spread it over the fields because it's one of the few organic items that's out there that'll actually put what Miracle Grow and all that unartificially does in their soil, which is scary. When you go to think about
they still use
everybody
chicken
like,
up here.
I'm gonna garden, but I'm gonna use Miracle Grow. Which guilty. We do
gives
it.
me aneurysm.
Because
Yeah,
we're still building up our soil. Like we have very bright orange, like clay
Dude,
soil.
bro.
So every year we just try to add more to it and just get it darker and thicker and softer.
Dude, just get a 5-gallon bucket and put it in the kitchen, and all your scraps go in there, and put eggshells in there, your coffee grinds in there, and then it doesn't even have to be completely composted down, dude. Just don't put the filters in there. Just dump the coffee and stuff like that. All your eggshells and stuff. Mix it all up. Mix that into the soil, and that, boom, dude, done.
I used to, and then we just got tired of having that object in the house of something that was.
Well, you don't have to have it in the house. You can have it right out your slider.
I know.
I'm just, dude.
They just got tired of having.
I know he's not making sense.
They didn't want
to.
I'm just saying.
We just stopped doing it.
I'm just saying, you take that bucket, you can look at it and know what all 30 ingredients are in there, and you can't even pronounce after the third word. You can't pronounce anything else in Miracle Grow.
It's true.
Kind of like all the other products on the shelf that you consume. Not you, but
we've been using the Miracle Grow potting soil, which is a lot of soil, but it has the additives that you're aware of and concerned about mixed in. So, well,
also, you should
cheers to having a third leg.
You should always also do research on who really owns Miracle Grow.
You got a third one already?
Fourth leg. We already got 3 legs.
Damn, he's got a third one already, bro. We heard it here first.
Oh boy.
Oh man.
Oh man. What was
that? I just lost my ass in betting tonight, boys.
Oh boy.
Lost it badly. I threw an extra bet at the end. I should not have done because I'm drunk. Not really drunk. Drinking.
So my question is, what was that topic that we got cut off on so we could do it on this show?
Oh,
I know it was the pool, my pool turning into.
Oh yeah, I remember exactly. Turning Damon's unused in-ground pool into a living coral reef system, and then we were talking about swimming in it and diving for lobsters.
Yeah,
yeah. You also brought
had his Speedo on backwards.
No, Speedy on backwards with he had to wear them backwards or he had to show the ass crack so the balls could be confiscated securely in the banana hammock. I think that's where we were at. Is that
something
correct?
like that? Yeah.
Yeah, no, I think that's pretty accurate.
Yeah.
Welcome to the Dude Network. You're welcome in advance and past.
Right.
Something's got to secure them things.
Yeah, dude, you could probably charge people like $10 to come snorkel around for a little bit. Dude, you could have people do classes to learn how to freaking scuba dive, charge hella money.
Spearfishing. You can have
it's a vinyl liner, so I don't want to spearfish in there.
Well, what are
They
you
might
Bow
bust the
fishing.
liner.
What are we gonna
Bow
do? Put a
fishing.
hole in your
Oh,
unused
bow fish is
pool?
tight.
Oh no, it'll be all right. We're saving you money on maintenance if we fuck it up.
Yeah.
How much?
It's
You know how much in your head you spend on materials for that thing every year. Yep,
Pools
that
are
sign right there. We are fucking spearfishing, boys. Bring out the big guns.
Yeah,
Can
we
we
don't want
test
to talk about
tannerite
it.
inside the pool? Can we try to blow the foundation up?
That will go over great in the suburbs.
Well, yeah, that's the Dude Network. We're here to break up HOAs, man. That's what we do.
I ain't got no HOA,
yeah,
but I'm just saying.
I'm about that, bro. Burn them HOAs to the
All right, let's do it.
ground.
All right,
I don't have a HOA, but
let's flood the neighbors.
all I'm gonna say is I got one neighbor to probably be. Well, I got a couple of neighbors probably be cool, but others calling the sheriff's office.
I bet you the one that would be cool is
Yeah,
the
but
guide
with your
fisherman.
you
Tell me he would be cool.
You know
I
what
know
I mean?
he
With
would be cool. He
he'll
got
be-
better
he'll be-
shit to
he'll be
worry
right there,
about,
too.
like fishing.
Yep, he'll be right there. He'll be right there fishing too. He'll be egging it on. Shoot that tannerite. Shoot that tannerite. Hell, give me the gun. I'll shoot the tannerite.
Yeah, why don't we get like some barracuda in that bitch?
Jeez, man. I thought you wanted to scuba in this thing.
Right.
Yeah, I want to wrestle one of them bastards.
Oh shit. Here we go.
But they swim 60 miles an hour? No problem.
They're
But
like
can they
6
swim
feet
that
long, dude.
But can they swim that fast in a kidney pool? Nope.
Hey, let me tell you, let me put it to you this way. My dad used to fish the ocean all the time when we lived in Southern California. He caught a barracuda once, and he said I was excited, and then when I brought it onto the deck, I instantly regretted it. He said that fish gave 0 F's that it was out of the water. And it was just literally slingshotting itself at people trying to bite everybody on the boat.
Oh, jeez, man.
Everything in sight.
Cocaine.
And they have like a big old
barracuda.
Yeah, man. Like I'm good with freshwater fish. Like everybody like wants to go after these massive like saltwater. By the way, I have a confession.
Oh, here we go.
I'm real quick on the
he's got a
freshwater
confession.
thing.
He's got a confession.
On the freshwater. Oh, confession.
No. Go ahead, Johnsy. Go
No. We're not letting you slide on the
my confession after Johnson's point because I don't want to mute out Johnson's point.
Dude, because the whole like, oh, I'll go with the freshwater. I used to say the same thing. I used to believe those lies until I watched the series River Monsters with Jeremy Wade. And that changed my mind about freshwater because negative, sir. There is treachery in freshwater too.
Not in this part of the country. I mean, there's catfish big enough to eat your ass, but it ain't gonna happen.
Bro, listen to me. They have found bull sharks. Nah.
Oh, no. In the river system, absolutely. But yeah, in the Ohio River, I ain't swimming in that fucking thing. No,
bro, you don't think they can get into the lakes there if they can get into the freaking river systems?
They can't. Because lakes are spring fed up here, and there's all the they have what they call spillways, where the dam water, excess water comes out and down and forms like a creek, which then forms down and funnels down to the Ohio River. So anything that would come up the Ohio River would have to like
got it
underground tunnel through like 6
secret tunnel
600 feet
yeah,
of
well, I don't
tunnel.
want to know. I don't want to know about secret tunnels and your
now in the rivers.
your famous people
like,
parties.
I will say,
I'm out.
People catch bull sharks all the way up, dude. They've caught them in Cincinnati, but we're up another like 5-hour boat ride. No, Jesus, boat ride. You're talking a whole day or to get up to where we're at. But yeah,
that's nothing for a shark, bro.
No, that's nothing for a shark. So yeah, you don't see homie getting in the water in the Ohio River.
Look, there's one
including the paddlefish and sawfish too.
Yeah. What the? Oh boy.
Here we go.
This is why I always wanted to move to Alaska. This is why I always want to move to Alaska, because the farther east I go from here, the weirder shit gets, man.
Attaboy Damon.
Up in Alaska, there's no bugs. There's no crazy reptiles. The scariest thing in the water is a giant sturgeon that might bump into you. Like, you're totally safe up there.
Except for the whole grizzly bear thing. I mean, that's kind of
I know how to deal with those kind of enemies.
And wolves and
I know how to deal with those kind of enemies.
Oh,
heard it here first.
yeah, John's an expert.
I forget what I was going to say. By the way,
you were confessing to
something.
No. Confession.
Yeah,
confession. Oh, saltwater fish. I once got to eat a Goliath grouper. That is a federally protected species. And the same girl that I was dating, that I talked about in the lobster fishing, the one time I went down to Miami to hang and visit, her brother brought up like this 80-pound Goliath grouper, speared it right through the fucking, and her dad was like, "That's illegal as shit." And that time I didn't realize what he caught. They called it, and this I won't call it what he called it because it is a very inappropriate. It's a little anti-Semitic. We'll leave it at that.
No, a Jewfish?
Yeah, they can't come out the water, man.
Yeah, they call it Jewfish. They call it Jewfish.
No, Jewfish, that's an actual different breed of fish.
I thought it was a Goliath grouper.
No, sir.
It's still illegal.
Very much so.
Yeah, I got to eat a Jewfish then. It was delicious. It was like dude, basically massive chunks of grouper.
On the same scuba trip.
Wait. Damon said actually.
No, actually, Jewfish are the Goliath groupers.
Really?
I thought so. Oh shit!
Because that same scuba trip where that guy showed us that shark, that nurse shark, dude, I was swimming by this coral, and no joke, I saw this fish that looked like the front of a Volkswagen. And I was so scared. I went through like 2 hours of air in like 25 minutes. Because I was like, losing my mind. I was walking around in so many shops looking at all the fish placards to try and find what fish that was. And I finally saw it. It said Jewfish. And I was like, no way, that's what it's called. I'm like, these things are massive. It was so. Yeah. I had no idea that was also a giant grouper or Goliath grouper, because they will swallow anything.
Yeah, well, that's one of the myths. That's what it's saying. One of the myths is that according to the Bible, Jonah was a Jew and was swallowed by a big fish, and they claimed that fish was a Goliath grouper that he got swallowed by. So
okay,
that's why.
Yeah, but he came back. There's no way. There's not enough room.
Yeah, I mean, I get it.
In a whale, maybe, but not a.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, I get it. But that's a myth, though. That was just a myth number one.
Yeah. But maybe that's what makes it so miraculous. That make the Bible
miraculous. I believe you meant to say
miraculous. Yeah, garage beer. So I remember we go over, and her brother had just gotten off the ocean. He went spearfishing, and he had his fish, his grouper, snapper, whatever. And he was like, and we were with her dad too. And he goes, "What's that?" He goes, "What do you think it is, Dad?" And then Dad goes, "Looks like a big fucking mistake." Like the dad was like, and he knew what would. And the guy was like, "It was right in front of me, Dad. I had to do it." And I was like, "What's the big deal?" And they're just like, "Shut the fuck up, Yankee." Like they didn't want me to know. Like, yeah, basically the dad was like concerned. He's like, "Dude, if you get caught, you're never fishing again in your life." And the son was like, "Yeah, I know. We got to eat this thing like right now." And it was like everybody was like all hands on deck, like slicing, dicing.
Yeah, I've heard grouper is delicious though.
It was not bad. Grouper's delicious. Yeah, it's a white flaky fish. So it's not fish. It's not fishy at all. But the thing is, it was so big, it was just fatty. There's a lot of fat in it, so it was just the meat just cooked down really good. It was grilled. It was
Hate to
grilled a
hear it.
lot. It was
Hate to hear it.
so I got to have a grilled Jewfish steak,
Unbelievable.
and and I didn't really think about it until we were talking about it, and now I'm looking at it like I got to have a pretty foodie meal that day.
Right.
I got to have an endangered species for dinner.
I would not have said it like that, but yeah.
I didn't know. I didn't kill the damn thing. I just showed up trying.
I know, but
Hey,
I
he
just
just
wouldn't
showed
have.
up for dinner. That's all.
I didn't know. I mean, what am I supposed to do? Be like, hey, I guess I should have. But
Yeah.
what am I supposed to do?
Damon, what would your
I was
contact
living in
say?
Them boys say you accessory.
As a
Right.
rookie car salesman, I thrived in the gray area. I was like, shit, yeah. Like I was sitting there, I'm like, well, they certainly
Like
can't roll on me
we
now.
doing lines
They
in the
can't.
bathroom before we eat this thing or what?
Well, sometimes you need leverage in a relationship, boys. You know.
Yeah.
So I'm willing to
Oh,
go
your
to
brother
federal
doesn't like
prison
me?
for your
Well,
brother.
maybe the
Like,
wild. You know what the wild game fish doesn't like? Killing Jewfish. So maybe we need to have a chat.
True.
Yeah, I had the ultimate.
Extortion. I like it. I'm proud of you,
down
buddy.
for it.
Yeah.
Hey,
Right.
Hey, I am not above extortion. I want to be known.
He
I
picked
mean,
his
we're going to be
battles
this.
great.
Extortion is encouraged. If you put yourself in that situation, you deserve to be extorted. Don't do stupid shit. I won't extort you. But if you fuck up, there's this thing in life called leverage. I've mentioned it a couple times on this show. If you don't think I will maximize that, you are mistaken.
Oh.
Oh shit. Man, what a fun show with Keith tonight.
Dude, that was a killer show.
I didn't get to ask him like how many colored
guy.
lobsters, because you got the blues, you got the gold.
I wanted to know about the blues.
Yeah, how many blues
here's my question. Because growing up, you heard every animal's colorblind except for like chimps see like a handful of colors, right?
Mm-hmm.
So why would the color of the traps matter? Why does the color of the bait you're using at certain times of year matter?
I don't know. Whoever said colors of the bait don't matter. I was always raised that mattered.
That's what I'm saying. But allegedly, fish are colorblind. All animals are colorblind, except for chimpanzees see a little bit of colors.
Well, they do say though that like the color of the water, like if you have dark water, you go dark colors, which I always thought was weird. That dark.
Yeah, well, wouldn't you want to see
And
it?
then
Like
clear
I'm trying to
water,
attract
bright
things.
colors. Is that right, Damon? Is that what you guys do?
I was always told opposite. If you got the dark water, you want the bright bait.
See, I was always told dark bait and dark water because you could pick up the shadow of that dark bait in the murky water better.
Let's see. Maybe different things for different reasons. Or
Yeah.
ways people grew up too. Who knows?
Well, that was the bass fishing thing, and you didn't bass fish. So that
I didn't bass fish a whole lot. No.
Yeah.
That was my dude. I did so much bass fishing for probably like 4 years straight. Like gone bass fishing, dude.
Dude, I tell you, I used to catfish all the time, and I've gotten back into it this year more than I've ever had. But it's still with the same guy. And when we stopped fishing, or when I stopped fishing with him, right, it was like standard. He had just got to the point where he had like a leader with like double eyes. So you had a separate thing down. He was putting like rubber sleeves on it, but like a couple bead stoppers so the weight didn't come down on like sever and sear your line.
Mm-hmm.
But that was an upgrade from how he always did it. Man, I started fishing this year. Homeboy's got like a fake lure that is a floater, a bobber. It's like a bobber, like a long bobber that's like a fishing lure. And then he's got like these rattling things below it. Then he got beads. And I'm sitting there and I'm like,
jeez, man,
we
To
fucking
catch a
evolved.
catfish?
Like we fucking evolved, man. I thought we just threw out bait and caught fish. Like, man, that thing's got like a chartreuse like floater jig down there, keeping your bait off the ground, like waving like a real fish.
Yeah, that sounds like bass fishing, not catfishing.
I'm like, I don't know if I like catfishing anymore, man. Like, if you can't catch this fucker on a, that's why I like bluegill fishing. Can't catch it on
for
night
bass
crawler.
fishing, I literally have a fake bat that looks like a bat trying to get out of the water with its wings.
That's
like crazy bass fish bait, dude. I was so into it.
You throw it on Delta?
Huh?
You throw it on the Delta?
Yeah, I haven't caught anything with it, but
yeah. It's a pretty bold bait choice, but it's cool.
Right, but dude, I'm telling you, we come out to the California Delta and fish it one day, I'll put you on bass 100%.
Dude, Big Ed and them were at the Delta for the Pro-Am last weekend. Big bags. Bags.
Oh, no, I couldn't. I was going to say I could have went out there, but no, I couldn't. I spent all weekend working almost.
They had the Pro-Am. It was really cool, man. They had Ish Monroe got second. And then some guy he pulled out like, he had just two hogs in the back.
There are toads out there.
Toads, yeah.
Toads,
He
dude.
said toads.
Yeah.
That's what we call them.
You ever call big one? You ever call big ones toads, Damon?
Oh, absolutely. Yeah.
Hey, we call them Northern California bucket mouse, bro. Bucket mouse, dude.
Yeah, bucket mouse. Yeah.
Like, dude, my goal was to catch one so big I could open its mouth and stick it on top of my head like a hat. Never came close. Never came close.
Such a wild goal in life. I wanted a bass big enough to eat my head.
Yeah, it's a big ass head.
You know how tight that picture would be?
Imagine catching a bass big enough to eat his balls. How big that fucking thing would have to be.
That's a world record bass. Right?
Yeah, that's not a bucket bass. That's a fish tank bass.
That bass got a mouth big as a 5-gallon bucket.
Yeah,
like an 8-10 pounder could probably handle.
I'm thinking more of a trash can, Damon.
He said one. He said one.
I'm thinking of a trash can barrel. Yeah.
He said a 10-pounder can handle one.
We're back on it again. I don't know how
there we go. And we're back.
See, they're so big they have their own gravity field because they keep pulling you back in.
Woo! So it's so funny, man, because I laughed earlier when we were talking about it because I just watched, and if you haven't watched it, you need to take 3 hours out of your life and watch the roast of Tom Brady. Okay,
is that good?
Yes. So there was a lot of dick jokes back and forth between everybody. And then Kevin Hart said, I don't know what it is about y'all white boys, and y'all always got to talk about your balls and dicks with each other. He said, well, something's wrong with y'all boys. So
true.
It was like I said, if you got 3 hours to spare, or if you got a little time to watch a little bit and then pick it back up, it's well worth it, man. But yes,
or you can go back and watch some Dude Network stuff, real valuable.
That too.
Yeah, you might even learn something.
A little bit.
Actually, you probably will learn something.
You can learn that meth deer from West Virginia cut off Cadillac converters.
I think if you do meth in any way, you probably at least got one Cadillac converter.
Man, I got so many stories.
I thought we were going into confession time again.
No, I never stole one.
I got a confession. Dude, I got 3 Cadillac converters in the backyard right now.
Yeah, that looked like a confession face there for a second.
I remember we had a new Ram truck down at the other building. We came in one morning and we got a call. That fucker was sitting on cinder blocks, which was really nice. Normally they leave them on the rims. Took the rims, the tires off. Catalytic converter. This truck hadn't even been to the new car shop been checked in yet. And it had already lost. Someone got a brand new catalytic converter, like 3 miles on it. Rims, tires, left it on 3 cinder blocks on all 4. Left it just fucking sitting there in the air on 4 cinder blocks. Jeez. And that was how we started our work day. And I found out in that same morning, a cop came and did a dissertation of how criminals determine if a catalytic converter is worth it or not. If they can take a stick and go all the way in, all the way to the back, it's about toasted. Your catalytic converter is going shot. But if they go in and touch something, Tony's like, "Yep, I know this." But if you go in and like touch it like right away, then it's a good catalytic converter. It's got a lot of life. It's got good money value.
You know what's in those? You know
Platinum.
why?
Platinum.
Yeah, platinum.
Okay, I knew it was something.
Platinum.
I knew it was something good.
And they say Toyota's was the best, is what they were saying at one time. So
Allegedly.
somebody told me.
I don't encourage you to find out, but that's the theory.
I'm just saying, if you try and get mine, you might be expecting a BB or two in your fucking ass. That's for sure. I'm pulling out buckshot, bro.
What?
Bro, I'll use my goose loads with the choke so it stays tighter.
I'm using my 22. I'm starting at the calves. I'm starting at the kneecaps. I'm just going to go down and up. Bypass the vitals.
See, I won't shoot a 22.
I'm going to slowly
will go forever, dude.
I'm slowly just going to
not in the neighborhood. I'll just shotgun them to
wherever part of your body you're favoring when you go to run away. I'm going to shoot it.
His feet.
Done. Right.
I just shoot him in. Just shoot him in the ass cheek with like my 308. Then your hips toast. You ain't going nowhere.
Nah, I want to do it in a 22, man. I want them to feel like they're getting ate alive by a pellet gun. But a little more severe than that.
Bro, if he's severely loaded on meth, he's going to keep running, bro.
Yep.
I know, and I want to keep chasing.
You're going to have to put him down. Yeah, shotgun,
you know what pen of aggression do you know how much pen of aggression I have, Johnsy? I could put a fucking runner 30 plinks in that son of a bitch. Ooh. I would start playing with my food and start shooting him in shoulder blades on purpose just to watch him run.
Start playing with my food? I'd see. I told you about them tunnels and them famous people parties he's been going to.
Yep.
This is no Diddy. No Diddy.
Yep.
Listen, man, the government doesn't do him proper justice, so I want to take care of that. Leave it at that.
I'm with you on that. I
believe in capital punishment. If they let me, I pull the switch. I would.
Yeah, that's a whole conversation for sure.
Well, okay, serious question. Piece of shit.
Yes.
We won't talk about the crimes because that's. Could you guys? I'm being dead serious. I want you to answer this honestly. Therapy? Would you need it? Like, okay, first thing. A, could you do it? 2, would you need therapy to recover from doing it? Johnsy. Be honest.
I 100% could. Especially if anything weird happened to any of my family. Like, not even a second thought.
Well, not even that. Let's take family out of it. Take family out of it. Just a piece of shit that was found guilty on just the most egregious crimes that you could possibly think of.
So like Jared from Subway. All right.
No, I mean, yes, we weren't. I was literally trying my hardest to avoid it, but
this man just called him out.
I knew it was going to come up. I literally was like, let's not talk about.
So look, even if it's not,
let's not talk about specifics, but the biggest piece of shit. Okay,
if it's a repeat abusive offender in any way, yeah, for sure. Why not?
Do you need therapy? Do you need therapy to cope with that?
I would like to be like, no, I'm sure I could compartmentalize
because,
that.
I think it would be heavy to know that. I would think it would be heavy to process hammering a guy that was. It'd be such a relief for so many people that would be heavy to me.
I don't know, man. I don't know. I really think I'd be fine.
I think I'd be fine, but I think
say yes on the therapy because you will need it.
I would say that you would need to process the magnitude of the situation.
There was a legit time
if you got Jared of Subway.
There was a legit time where my mom was concerned that I might be. Dude, I was fascinated by serial killers growing up. I studied them. I'm not going to say that part. Never mind. That's for when we're not recording. But
well, now that we're way too late, now let's stop the brakes. My
But
mom said I was fascinated by them as a kid. But anyway, let's just change it.
I was gonna add one more layer to that, but I'm gonna leave that layer alone. But
yeah, that's
yeah,
scary to know, but yeah, that's maybe the hotel next time you come out, it's not a bad idea.
I'm a really, really good compartmentalizer. Really good.
Until you're
But
not.
yeah, if it was an absolute piece of garbage, sign me up, bro.
I think I know Damon's answer, but I gotta hear Damon's on this.
I'm
Could you do it if it was a real piece of shit? And 2, would you be able to handle it yourself, or would you need to talk to somebody? But I think you kinda already said you would have to talk to somebody.
Yeah, I mean, regardless, man, you're gonna have to talk to somebody. Till you put in that situation,
Yeah, that's what I'm
you
saying. Like, I don't
nobody would
know.
ever know until you're actually put in that situation. So, I mean, you can what if that situation right there to death.
Right.
So
That's my
yeah,
real feeling
it's
about it
kind of
right
like
there.
yeah, it's kind of like you 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 were gonna need some help. You're gonna need some help. I promise you.
I think I could just
Regardless of what the person is, you're gonna need some help.
do your boys count as help? My thing has always been, like, if I can just talk about it out loud and hear it out loud, I'm good, but the
Well, see, I
magnitude
also went
this is a
in a
different magnitude situation.
bachelor's program for psychology. I know they say that a doctor who has his own is his own, a doctor who treats himself whatever is a fool, has a fool for a patient or whatever it is. And but yeah, I'd be all right. I'd coach you through it, buddy. Don't worry.
Yeah, it's not feeling Johnson's, like, obsessed with, like,
Serial killers, yeah.
psychological stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah,
No,
well,
it's the human brain. It's the
yeah.
human brain. That's why it's so fascinating.
Huh. Well, don't fuck with me, anybody, because I don't wanna find out, because I will. I'm
Oh,
joking.
yeah. Don't make us call Johnsy. Don't make us call Johnsy.
Yeah, I will go to Johnsy as my
Yeah.
moral support.
Don't make
I
me call
will do
Johnsy
it.
up.
Yeah, I will do it.
Dude, I
Oh,
mean,
man.
I'm sorry, but if there's certain lines that it's embarrassing the lines that are allowed to be crossed. So
Um,
and that's I 100% agree with Damon. I could say that all I want, but I have no idea. Tell you fry someone or stand in a firing squad or whatever. But I'm telling you, if it was me, that person, and me knowing what happened, I'd shoot him out. Yeah,
I think it's
trust me.
always been it's really been speaking of firing squads, and God, this is a deep one. They used to put blanks in some people's rounds, so they didn't know who
Yeah,
actually
and
hit.
it's
Nobody knew who you
That
had to
kind
go.
of goes to show you how much of an impact over the years before there was this thing called therapy of how much it would fuck with people's heads.
yeah.
Mhm.
I'm
That
pretty
they would
sure.
used to like literally systematic protocol for gun firing was lie to every single person pulling the trigger. That was the
Yep.
best way to cope with it.
I've heard that the electric chair has 3 handles, and no one, and it's a crapshoot about which one actually makes the connection. And you have no, or a button, whatever it is. It's probably a push button now, but yeah,
Yeah,
they
I
don't.
didn't hear that.
There's no. So that you know, no one has to live with it really.
Well, Damon, I think we can attest that with Johnson's vast knowledge of capital punishment, that he could do it.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm just like,
Don't make me
dude,
call Johnsy.
you. I also grew up studying the
Jonesy got turned
mob.
off.
Like, mobsters are the most fascinating people in the world to me.
They are. They are.
And there's a lot of that in that life, right? Capital punishment. And I'm not saying that, like, there were some exceptions to the rules. Like, you ever, like, look up Roy DeMeo out of the Gemini Lounge under Gotti. That fool was a psychopath. A psychopath. Like, there was some and the guys, like, other mobsters talked about it. Like, yeah, he enjoys that part of the business a little too much. But it was so compartmentalized that it was business. He broke the rules. That's the law. That's the law in this life. Like, if there's certain things, like, you just can't come back from, man. And there's certain things I don't really think I'd have a problem with making sure that you couldn't do again.
I mean, I get it.
I get it. I mean, I'm all for
And
it.
I'm not. I can't. I cannot guarantee that I wouldn't need some help. I can't guarantee that, but I'm just saying I probably wouldn't lose that much sleep at night.
Interesting topic.
I did not think we were going to go here.
Welcome to the after party.
Right.
People wanted it. They got it. Proceed with caution, always.
Right.
I don't know, boys. I know we're like 50 minutes into it.
That's a good one. Good rip. Good rip, boys. Good rip.
Good rip. Rip to that's what the Amish boys yell when they are playing slow pitch softball.
Oh, rip to
Yeah, it means rip it.
Okay.
So because they're Dutch.
Yeah.
Rip to They hit up their yeah. All they do is just hit singles.
All they do is hit singles.
Dude, singles. Dude, seriously, the Damon's like single.
Damn.
And then it's like run.
Exactly.
It's boring until you got the bases loaded, then it's single. These fucking guys go to these slow pitch softball tournaments all around the country, these Amish guys that are full Amish, and they win that shit. Like they just fucking dominate, dude.
I mean, they play it every day then.
Bro, that's why I tell people I'm a solid base hitter, bro. I swing for in between the infield and outfield every time. And I was pretty decent last few times I was playing slow pitch softball.
Hell yeah. We're using your ball sack as a bat.
No,
but that sure did slow them down running the bases, though.
No, sometimes.
What's it like running with a wheelbarrow between your legs? Just curious.
Full circle back every time.
That was a good one.
It's not easy, boys. It's not easy.
Not all heroes wear capes. Some have to wear 5-pound testicles.
Put it this way: when they like grew out to what they are, and people were like, "Oh yeah, wait till you get older." I'm like, bro, how far down are these things gonna go? I was not expecting that at all. Oh my gosh. Oh
shit.
Oh god.
That's good.
Oh, Johnson.
Oh my god.
You guys
hey, this show, if anybody's ever offended, contact Eduardo Barbecue.
Yeah, we didn't even push the hotline.
This is his fault.
That one goes right at Eduardo right there.
Are we going for a minute? I'll come back. I got pissed. I'll go for another half hour if I got
it don't matter. I got some pork to put on tonight, so it don't matter.
We can call it.
All right, I'll hold it for another 8 minutes. Fuck it, we'll go an hour.
All right. You got some butts or what,
so okay, it's Memorial Day weekend. Any big plans on the cooking side? We're all cookers.
The only thing I got as of right now is I do have a birthday party to cook some pulled pork for today. I could if it's Saturday. I mean, but I'm gonna cook it tonight on Friday night. But I got to get these open fire ribs done. I've been dying for weeks to get them done.
Are you gonna leave membrane on?
Yes.
Nice.
Yep.
I have I think a four bone pork rib roast. So pork chops all on the rib roast.
Heck yeah.
I got
Swaggerty sent me Swaggerty sent me a bunch of fresh sausage today.
Yes. So, can't be mad about that.
Hate to hear it.
No, I hate to hear it. It was really nice to go out and do that video of like, I partnered with Swaggerty's. Let's show you where we got it. Because some people were like, man, you got to be sponsored. They were like, let's keep it organic. And I was like, I told her, I was like, organic's gone. We need to make the announcement. Like, we got to do something.
That's right.
Oh, I got to pee, guys.
We'll go.
Just let me, pull me out. Pull me out.
Toodles. Man, toodles. Keep going. Be gone.
Yeah.
Be gone, because I mean, if we keep you in, we'll see the shadow. No, that's not the same area. I was gonna say we'll see the reflection in the mirror when he goes.
Oh my gosh, that'd be hilarious. That would be hilarious. We put him on the big screen.
Yeah, that would be straight big screen.
Too bad, man. Too bad.
Oh, all that junk you was talking.
I can't remember what all I pulled out. I have some Italian sausage. What else did I take out?
Yeah, because I'm fixing to drop probably about $8 on the smoker tonight.
Nice.
Yeah,
are they big ones?
Nah, they probably
Like
about
5 pounds or something?
Nah, I would probably say they probably about. So, that's a good question. It is a good question. I didn't buy them. I bought them in bulk, or it was bought. They was bought in bulk. So yeah,
like in the bags.
Yeah.
There's like so many pieces of shit. It's like 4 or 5 in a bag.
No, they was all individually wrapped. So
oh
yeah, so
like
that
at Costco.
Sorry, there's no way I was making it 12.
There's I think there might be about 6 or 8 of them in there. I don't know.
What are we talking about?
Oh, okay.
Pork butts I got to throw on tonight.
Oh, okay. Okay. Oh,
there you are.
He got it. That's what I say. He just puts the magic on it.
I got it down now. I realized if you don't wave and just let it do its thing, like you like just slowly. Yeah.
He's got that Jedi mind trick over
that's
that.
That's exactly where I was going with
it.
Yeah.
So like a really good homie today, he texted me, and he's like a guy I met locally that's in the credit union space that I work in. And he was like, "Look, man," he's like, "I'm getting a lot of sticker shock on barbecue prices." And I was like, "Yeah, it's that happens. That's how it is." And he was like, "I just need like 10 pounds of pulled pork and like 10 pounds of pulled chicken." And I was like, "I'll just do it for you, man." I was like, "Bring me the meat, cover the cost." I was like, "And I'll just do it for you." And like graduation gift to your kid. And I told him how much it would cost, and he was just like, "Holy shit!"
Yeah.
He's got his prices, and I was like, "Yeah, it'd be about $100." He's like, "What?"
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I do think I get to throw down on a full smoker here soon, though, so that'll be fun.
Nice.
There you go.
That's the point. I'm glad I just get to throw down on the full load of a smoker, load it up.
That's how you do it, man.
That's the only.
That's it. Excuse me. The other thing I got is instead of doing hams, we just cut the hind legs into like 2-inch big old steaks.
Yeah,
they turn out like a ham steak, but it's not hammed.
Oh, it's not cured.
Yeah, it's not cured. Hammed. What an idiot. But
same thing.
Those usually come out real good because they got the bone in the middle.
I stopped letting my place do ham steaks because we never ate them.
Were they cured?
Yeah, they were full out cured ham steaks. Yeah.
Oh well, yeah. That's why I just like we like cutting the back legs up like that because then they can literally be anything. You can keep them whole, throw them in a crock pot, and it's basically pulled pork.
This is true.
So you can do all kinds of stuff if you want, or you can cut it along the muscle things and end up with like 4 or 5 really decent size like little pork steaks.
Sweet.
Hell
yeah.
There's something else I pulled out too, man. I usually pull like 4 or 5 things out of the freezer. Do a deep freezer dive, look for something fun.
Yeah.
I need
lately. Well, I got one freezer where my chest freezer, my half chest freezer, it's got a bunch of venison cuts in it. No,
Man, I'm jealous of that.
yeah, I would find some. The thing with the venison backstraps is you got to really ration them things out because one
Poof,
deer
they're
does not.
gone.
They're
Yeah.
gone. Man.
Right.
Yeah, like I did like 2 packs the other day, and I realized I only had I had 3 packs out, and I realized I only had like 2 left, and I took one. I'm like, yeah, I'll make the kids hot dogs. I was like, they ain't gonna eat that shit. I was like, I ain't
Right.
getting it. Yeah,
I ain't wasting that.
nah. No, man. I'm just things have been good on the Dude Network. Sad about Big K, but all was
That's
good.
true.
Like totally
Mhm.
understandable.
He's still homie. He's still homie.
Still homie. So Big K, if you're watching, we still love you equally. But we got
Mhm.
4 shows, 4 nights. Good time to be alive on the Dude Network.
Right.
Yes, sir.
Except right now, apparently, when I'm yawning when I say like it's a good time. Farmers markets are back in swing, so that's been fun.
I know, man. Oh, I can actually go to mine tomorrow.
There you go. There's a microgreens place this year.
Oh, that's cool.
Very cool.
I just miss. I always miss the mushroom guy when I don't go. Oh,
so
dude.
the one guy did have lion's mane and blue oysters.
Dude, the oysters are some of my favorite mushrooms, dude.
Yeah,
Those
$7 a bag, and it's a big bag.
See, he sells them by the ounce. But he's got King Trumpets, Maitake, Shiitake. He had a new one. I can't remember what it was that he normally didn't have before. Lion's mane. Usually he's got blue, yellow, and pink oysters, and gray sometimes too. He's loaded down, dude. When I usually go and get, it's like $50 in mushrooms because I just can't stop picking. And I don't want to take like this, so I take like a chunk of this oyster, a chunk of that oyster. So
I guess I'm the only one that really eats them in the house, so I don't go too heavy on the mushrooms.
And see, like me, I'm real new to eating mushrooms like this so much, and I don't like huge chunks of mushrooms in my stuff yet. So I dice it all up kind of small, like the size of like a bite-sized little piece of chicken or something. I throw them in pastas or whatever. But I just know how good they are for me, so I make sure I eat them a bunch. And the ones that I don't eat, like I keep them in paper bags in the fridge, so they don't ever go. And I keep them individually, like wrapped up in paper towels and stuff, to keep them longer. Also, though, they don't go bad; they'll just start drying out. So then I just take them out, let them dry out all the way, grind them up into mushroom powder, and put it in stuff so I'm still getting all the nutrients.
Okay. And
Pro
saying,
tip.
Fuck you, pancreatic cancer.
All kinds of stuff, dude. Yeah.
That's one of them. Yeah, that's a big one. That pancreatic cancer is a silent assassin.
Yeah, yeah. It's pretty much that's a no coming back from.
Unless you get stage 1 early on, you are done. I gotta stop yawning. I know.
I thought you were trying to roar like a lion for a second.
I'm trying to wake up. Hey, you guys!
Best movie ever,
dude.
Truffle Shuffle.
Goonies never say die.
Never say die.
Never say die. That's one of my favorite lines from one of my favorite movies of ever.
That's what we say about the Dude Network more than
Don't say that. Goonies never say that. Goonies never say die.
That's right. He was sincere about that too. I still got to get that movie poster. I've been saying for years I need to get that movie poster.
I've always dreamed of being one of those guys who puts on like a big ass haunted house in his front yard for Halloween and stuff.
Mhm.
But I would love to be able to somehow, as close as possible, recreate that skeleton organ from that
Ooh.
movie and have it being played like with no one sitting at it, but it just playing
Mm,
creepy ass music. You know how, dude?
that's
So
wild.
many, yeah, that'd be the sickest thing ever, dude. But I don't even. I would have to have enough money to pay someone to do that because I'm not doing
Yeah.
that.
Yeah,
They were very, 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 very well put together.
Yes, sir. Well, boys, I think we can wrap this one up.
Yes,
Yeah,
sir.
man.
Hour 5. Look at us going over what we would.
Yeah. Went to OT right here.
OT
Oh, and guess what?
field goal. So,
Actually,
Sunday, another foodie show. Still a mystery.
That's
still a
right.
mystery. Building
Next
a
upcoming
mystery.
Friday, we got Megan Donovan coming back on. She's the daughter of the voice of the Cleveland Browns, so that'll be exciting.
Mm-hmm.
So, seems like a good person though. Just be really fun. I think we're just going to go with the deep dive approach and just whatever conversations happen.
There we go.
There we go.
We're excited to have Megan. We're excited to have all the growth. Excited to have Chip and 3 Overs Daily on our Thursday night late night parlay. Excited for Johnsy to be back in person for another foodie show where we can go live. So all is well. You're watching this show Saturday. It's not live. We're sorry, but we hope it still finds you well and that you
Mm-hmm.
find happiness in your life by watching this show, even if it's for a mere second. Just make that mere second the reason you change your entire life. And you're
Boom.
welcome in advance.
Sprinkle it. Sprinkle it.
Sprinkle it. A little deep, a little much. But hey, Johnsy, Damon, enjoy your Memorial Day weekend,
Take care,
boys.
man. You too,
It's going
man.
to be a
You
good
too.
one. I'm excited. Love all you guys. I love all of you watching right now. If you're still
Absolutely.
watching, if you're not watching, then you suck. If you are watching, you rock. And tell the ones that didn't, they suck. But
There
we'll
you go.
see you guys next time. Let's
Go.
flip and go.